I need a mic. I first just want to say thank you to the musicians and the speakers. Amazing. Thank you so much. To the children who sang, thank you. What a gift. What a gift. And I am personally honored to be able to stand in front of you and speak for this man and for this woman. If you look on the front of the cover, I'm calling this out right now, that's a Life Touch picture. Now, if you don't know what a Life Touch picture is, basically when you're an educator, you know. When you're an educator, you have to take every test, you have to know everything. Like, I'm a drama teacher, I'm gonna teach drama. They're like, really? What's a coefficient? It's like, we get along? But the picture on the front, they always make you get your picture taken at the beginning of the year. And I love all the pictures. But this picture, I can kind of connect to because I, too, for a short time, was a professional educator. But I didn't stick with it. I had to get out. But she stuck with it. So what words can I say to put this in the right perspective? When I first met Danielle, it actually was at a Barnes & Noble, okay? I was attending a Mr. Richard concert. I called them the Barnes & Noble sessions. Saturday morning, everyone gets up. I'm like, there goes coffee. Well, we gotta get back to the stack so we can get front row. Front row benches that were this high. And no offense, kid, I got here first. You know. So I'm sitting there, and I always scan, I'm trying to see who buys what books and what's up, and who's playing with the trains that isn't sharing. You know those kids. And I look over and I see this amazing soul standing between two book aisles. Amazing. And yes, she had long brown hair, and yes, she was very attractive. But I was like, what is she doing? Like, everything's happening. What is she staring at? And I just scanned over. And she was looking at Richard. So, of course, I've known Richard for a little while. We joke, we hang in the library. Hang buddies. And I walk over and I say, dude, she's checking you out, man. And he's like, dude. It was the first time I'd ever heard him say dude. He's like, dude, that's like my girlfriend. I don't know if you guys knew this, but he had longer hair than her, okay? I mean, dude, he had long hair. And I'm like, she must dig dudes with long hair, I don't know. But she did dig you. Now, here's the funny thing is, this is all coming from a guy dressed in tie-dye with 12 necklaces, singing Mr. Richard lyrics at full volume while bashing a tambourine. So I sit there and I go, why? And then I realize why. Because right after that, at the end of the session, I yelled out, hey, sorry ladies, Mr. Richard has a girlfriend. And he's like, don't say that. Don't say that. And at first I thought, oh man, oh dude, sorry ladies. I realized it. I'm like, oh no, I messed up. Because if he has a girlfriend, hot moms who buy merch. I'm like, oh no, I just made his sales go in the toilet. He's off the market. They're gonna be like, will you come to my house and play for my child? And I'm like, oh no, all the moms, all the merch. And I realized, and then, just like you said, when you had to try to put words on paper to try to quantify, I realized how wrong I was. I was wrong. It wasn't because of the merch. It's because this guy lives his life in this public platform. Everything he does is out there. That this was his one best kept secret. It was the one thing he had that no one else would ever have. And it'll always be like that. She chose you. So there's this lyric from this song, Sugar Magnolia by the Grateful Dead. And the song is rumbling along, and all of a sudden Bob Weir sings this one lyric, and it basically said, "She waits backstage while I sing to you." I love that lyric, and I always think of that lyric, and I think of you too, because I always go, wow, here he is putting himself out there, and there she is, stuck between like a Goosebumps and like kitty literature, just kind of staring at him, admiring him, seeing his world. And then the good news was, you said yes. You said yes. Welcome to the madness of entertaining children. And she said, hey, you said yes too. Welcome to educating kids. All the time. And as we all know, Danielle was a teacher, which I will say is the toughest job on this planet. It is. And every day we try to teach people stuff. And most of the time they don't want to know because they don't see it. They don't understand it. They can't put it in here. But she was excellent. She was the teacher of the year. Her name was on the marquee, man. She made the marquee. And that's the key. To be acknowledged, to be remembered, to be thought of. And so today, my brothers and sisters of love, I ask of you a favor. Teach. Help someone who needs help. I will teach peace. Richard has taught us unconditional love. But most importantly, for Danielle, teach. Teach someone. Teach them about love. Teach them about peace. Teach them about listening to birds. But teach them. And so, with my final thought, whenever I went to church as a child, the only part I liked, no offense to the wafer, the only thing I liked was when the guy in the really cool outfit got to turn to us and he said, I want you to look to each other right now. I want you to turn to each other right now and say, peace be with you and also with you. And that was my first introduction to peace. And again, years later, Mr. Hippie, the dude who can't grow his hair as long as Richard. I tried, as my wife knows, I tried. But that peace can mean so many things. So, I ask you now, look around and tell each other, may peace be with you. And when you hear that, please offer it back, and also with you. And last but definitely not least, I know that we're all going to be moving on, and we're going to be heading to different locations. Richard has asked, much like a receiving line, but we're not going to call it that. We can call it the high five station, Mom, if you want. But Danielle's mother will be out in the lobby, and if you'd like to say a few words to her, we highly recommend it. Or if you just want to walk by, just give her that wink or thank her. Because without you, we'd not be here. And without you, we would not be here. So, much like the yin and the yang, the light and the dark, the positive, the negative, the masculine, and the feminine, peace be with you. Thank you. I say the rest of you just left me hanging there. But please, hands in pre-clappatory position. Let's put them together 10 times. And let this place echo with laughter and love. Thank you so much and have a beautiful day.